The San Diego Gulls are one of the most unpredictable teams right now, and somehow it's working. They've got players getting called up, sent down, new prospects arriving, and through all that chaos, they're winning games. A huge 3-0 shutout over Tucson with playoff implications, a 6-3 win over Bakersfield where they dropped 5 goals in one period, and now you've got a top prospect like Roger McQueen stepping in and already making an impact in his first AHL game. Here's the thing. This isn't just a team trying to survive. They're building something. They're fast, they're aggressive, they're confident. But the big question is, can they keep this up with so much roster movement? Because if they can, this isn't just a playoff team, but a dangerous one coming up in the Calder Cup playoffs. If you're looking for one word to describe the San Diego Gulls right now, it's movement. Call-ups, assignments, debuts, and somehow they're still winning games in a very crucial spot of the season. Let's talk about some of the roster shakeups. Nathan Gauthier gets recalled, makes his NHL debut with the Anaheim Ducks, then gets sent back down to the Gulls. Tyson Hines earns a call-up, and the Gulls add serious young talent with Roger McQueen plus international prospects like Damien Clara and Lucas Peterson. That's a lot of change in a very short amount of time for a hockey team, Frank.
Yeah, absolutely. And for a guy like Roger McQueen, who, by the way, let's give a foul to the San Diego Gulls.
Foul the Gulls.
How is this guy not number 95?
Is it retired or something?
No, it's
I
not.
think only Willie O'Ree's number is retired.
Yeah, it is. And you give this kid number 26. Did no one in the Gulls merchandise department say, think of how much money we are going to make off of this kid's jersey?
I would buy a McQueen 95 jersey.
Yes.
The Gulls? Are you kidding me?
I would.
He picked 95 for when he was doing his photos with the Ducks. Is that what he's going to wear when he gets called up as 95 with Anaheim?
I mean, that's
might as well keep it the same, man.
Exactly. May as well. I mean, but for this team, it's great for them to get Nathan Gauthier back, one of their big name players. Tyson Hines, good luck in Anaheim. Hopefully we don't see you again. And now you get these young international players that are coming in, such as Damien Clara and Lucas Peterson, to really help this team down the stretch, give this team some new life, a little bit of new legs, a new perspective going down into the stretch run of this season.
And on the ice, they've been lights out over the weekend. They were great.
Yes.
Despite all of that movement, the Gulls are producing. 3-0 shutout, a win over the Tucson Roadrunners, 6-3 win over the Bakersfield Condors. And that Tucson win, it's massive. That's the game that had playoff implications, and San Diego delivered. Callie Klang had 27 saves in his shutout. Strong defensive structure out of the Gulls, scoring first, which has been key all year. They now have a 3-point cushion for that final playoff spot as they try to climb the leaderboard a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. And going back, let's talk about the new faces and making an immediate impact. Roger McQueen, first AHL game, already has a point. He's a 6'6", elite skating, high draft pedigree. This is a guy who could quickly become a problem for opponents. And then there's Damien Clara, fresh off a trip to the Olympics where he led all goaltenders in saves in the Olympics, not just in one round, but throughout the tournament, led all goaltenders in saves. And this isn't just roster depth. This is a high-end pipeline of talent that is arriving to San Diego and eventually to Anaheim in real time to help the Gulls for this playoff push.
And what's trending up right now is their offense and their identity. I mean, the identity has become clear. The team is fast, they're aggressive, they're resilient. They dropped 5 goals in a single period against Bakersfield, one of their best offensive stretches all season. Justin Bailey now leads the team with 22 goals. Sasha Pastajov still driving the offense with 50-plus points. Ryan Carpenter anchoring the power play. And maybe most importantly, this team believes that they're never out of a game.
Yeah, exactly. And the goaltending is what's really been doing it for them. Callie Klang stepping up in big moments consistently. A lot of depth scoring, production on multiple lines, which is huge, especially down the stretch of a playoff season. Special teams, power play, and penalty kill now both delivering. Remember, when we started doing these updates at the beginning of the year, it was the penalty kill that was really hurting San Diego, and they've completely turned that around. And when they score first, they're 21-6-5-2. So this is a team that knows how to close once they get the lead. The issue recently has been getting that lead. They've been fighting from underneath. They did not have to do that this week, and you saw they went a perfect 2-0.
What's coming up next? They hit the road to face San Jose, the Barracuda next. And this is where things get interesting. Can they maintain momentum with constant roster changes? Can the young guys keep producing? And can they hold on to that playoff position? I think it'd be very disappointing for this Gulls team, despite the last couple of seasons and having to just send all of their best talent up north to Anaheim. To see them and the season that they have had not end in them going to the playoffs would be a shame to what this team has been able to accomplish.
Yeah, absolutely. And for all the roster moves that they've had to endure over the course of this week, that's 5 big roster moves over the course of the last week. For them to go 2-0 in a week with that, that's a very big positive for them as well.
And I think right now it's actually all of the roster movement is helping them. I don't think it's a long-term success. They got to kind of solidify their roster a little bit more, but the competition is rising. I mean, if you play well, you're going to get brought up to Anaheim, and they're in a playoff race. I mean, they're in a chance to win the division despite, their last couple of games that they have had. So you've got young players coming in, trying to prove themselves with some of the international players, and a guy like Roger McQueen. You have NHL call-ups showing what it takes, and a locker room that's being pushed to adapt constantly. This creates urgency, and urgency creates results. Long-term, the lack of stability probably can catch up to you, but at this point in the season, don't mind a little bit of a jolt that they might need going into the playoffs. And we'll see what the San Diego Gulls can do against the Barracuda this week.